Hey, beautiful souls, are you a student on the cusp of your counselling journey? Or maybe even a seasoned professional working for somebody else but dreaming of launching your very own private practice? If so, I would love for you to join my incredible coaching membership today. It's tailor-made for therapists just like you, offering step-by-step support 24/7 because you know what, we're in this together. Plus, I've even got courses and CPD trainings included to help fuel your growth. I know, I love it so much and I hope you do too. Discover the path to your dream private practice your way. Dive into the supportive community and get some quick guidance, accountability, and real connections. It's your business and I've got your back. So join me now and make your dreams a reality. Head over to my website today. The link is in the show notes and the membership is called Private Practice 101. I'll see you there. Bye. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Private Practice with Soul podcast. This is the first podcast for counsellors that just don't align with the traditional approaches to business and that want to use their spiritual gifts, talents, and interests to create, you guessed it, a private practice with soul. So look, leave it to me to provide you with everything you need, including strategies that you can use to increase your income, reduce your workload, and of course, increase inquiries and referrals to your beautiful soul-led private practice. I love it so much. If you haven't done it already, grab your journal, grab your pen, and let's begin. Welcome to another episode of the Private Practice with Soul podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Brooklyn Storme, and thank you so much for joining me for another episode. If I haven't said it already, which I think I just did, I'll say it again anyway, because I'm so grateful that you are here listening along with me. And you know what? It's such an interesting day today. You see, it is Wednesday, the 8th of November here in Melbourne, Australia. And apparently overnight, while many of us were sleeping, our telco stopped working. So there's something a little bit amiss, which means that when many of us woke up this morning, we were unable to make a phone call, nor can we access the internet. So we're not sure how much longer this is going to go on for. As I'm recording this, it's 4:45 p.m. So I've been most of the day without it. Well, all day so far. I mean, it could come back tonight. Who knows? Hopefully it's going to be back tomorrow because I do actually have clients to see tomorrow and I don't have any way of getting in touch with them. But hopefully they're well and truly aware of what's happening with Optus. So hopefully they'll be very understanding if we're not back on deck by then. However, I wanted to share with you something that I realized today as I was, get this, submerged in the spa. I know, I just want to fill you in on that because do you remember last episode I was saying to you I was feeling more called towards luxury. I wanted to have more luxury in my life. And I think I'd said to you that, I wanted to fix up the spa area. It was this project I've been working on. Well, since our last chat, I now have a gazebo and I'm so excited about it because it sits really beautifully over the top of the spa and it's UV 50 plus, which means I'm not even going to get burnt. My lovely little peaches and cream complexion can, rest safely underneath that pergola in the spa. And I bought this chair. I will get the name of it if you are interested, but I got a chair. It's from Bunnings. So for those of you who aren't in Australia, Bunnings is like a home hardware type place, but they also sell furniture for outdoor settings and stuff like that. But anyway, I got this amazing chair, and what makes it so amazing is it's curved, and when you sit in it, it's kind of like you can just curl up and go to sleep. The angle and the position of it are almost like a cradle, like you're actually being cradled. And it's just, I've never sat in a chair that's given me that sort of feeling of I don't know, luxuriousness. I really feel like I'm on holiday. And then, was it yesterday or the day before? I think yesterday it was, for the very first time ever, I braved it and I got into the spa. And I have to tell you, I was there for a good few hours because it was really hot here, number one, but also once I was in there and I figured out how to use all the controls and the buttons and stuff like that, and I got to play around with all the different functions and features and lights going on and off and temperature control, and then I was just laying there and I was just loving it. And I just thought to myself, this is exactly what my higher self was saying she wanted and needed. And so it's so lovely. It's still a work in progress. For example, I still need some plants. I definitely need plants to go around the inside of it. And I went to the market today, which is a whole other story, but I went to the market today and I saw a whole lot of different coloured roses, blue moon and tea rose and, lots of David Austin roses and stuff like that. And I was thinking maybe I could get one in every colour and put them in different pots inside my area, because where my little spa project area is, it cops full sun. So I thought maybe that might be nice. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because it was a little bit of an update. Now, you may hear some noise in the background. It's because, yes, I've got little buddy with me, but also we're about to have a great big thunderstorm and I can hear the thunder rolling in. I'm just trying to downplay it all because it'll be Buddy's second experience of thunder. The first one was yesterday and, we handled it really well. He didn't get scared. He didn't get upset. He was looking to me for cues. Bless his little cotton socks. If you don't know Buddy yet, he's almost 6 months old and he's my new little baby. He's a Cavalier, King Charles Cavalier Cross Maltese, but very energetic little puppy. And yeah, I've just got to keep an eye on him because I just want to make sure like everything's fine with him for the thunder, because my previous beautiful little dog, Gabe, he used to freak out and have horrible panic attacks and be stressing and shaking with anxiety for hours before and hours after. And I don't want that for Buddy. So if you hear some noise in the background, it could be thunder, could also be Buddy. And those two things aren't necessarily separate either. So what happened was this morning, as I said, woke up, no internet. Could not use my phone, couldn't send a text message, couldn't get onto Facebook or Instagram or any of those things. Came into my room, unplugged the Wi-Fi router and everything, did all of that, nothing. And then I had a mini meltdown because I was thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to do my work? All my work's online, So my plan for today was, I love to work in the morning because that's when my energy is at its best. And every Wednesday near me, there's a little town on the peninsula here, and it's called Mornington. And I love to go there on a Wednesday because it's a great place to get, plants and fresh fruit and fresh vegetables and things like that, which I've been feeling like I want to do more of lately. So I had set the intention to go to the market in the afternoon once I'd finished work. So all I did today was I flipped that. I said, okay, I'm going to go to the market this morning. It probably works out better anyway because, it won't be as hot as if I go in the afternoon. And when I come back from the market, hopefully we'll have internet and I will just do my work in the afternoon. Anyway, that's what happened. I went to the market, got everything, came back, but the internet still wasn't working. So then I just thought, okay, not much to do about it. So I think it's a sign from the universe to just have a break today. So that's what I did. I got the togs out and I went and sat back in the spa. Now, as I was sitting in the spa with no phone, nothing to distract me, no book, no phone, nothing. It was just me and the bubbly water, and I just had time to free my mind, okay? And I was laying there and I realized a few things that I wanted to share with you because they've helped me today and I want them to be able to help you too. So here's why I stopped freaking out about not being able to go online today. First off, when I was freaking out, of course I'm thinking this is my business, but I remember today when I was in the spa that I have put a lot of automations in place for my business. That means my business is still working for me today, even though I'm not working for it. Okay, so my business is still working for me today, even though I'm not showing up. And what I mean by that is there were 3 things that I just jotted down before I recorded this episode for you. The first one was I've got audience growing automations in place. So I'm a big believer in you've got to have someone to sell to. It's not enough to have the digital product. It's not enough to have your counselling sessions. It's not enough to have your meditation classes or your retreats. You have to have an audience that you can sell to and that want to buy from you. So every single day, and this is what I teach my coaching clients, as you know, but I implement it myself. So every single day I have on autopilot audience growing activities. They're just happening all the time. I have lead magnets that are out and about there in the world that are growing my list for me. So to give you an example, I have a lead magnet, many of you have downloaded it already, of 6 templates that you can use to correspond with people who refer clients your way so that you can nurture that relationship and get more clients, right? So that's one of them. That's out there in the world. Now, every single day, people download that. Those people's emails then go onto my email list and then they, are in my world. So that's all happening now. Even though I can't show up for my business, I've set this up so my audience continues to grow even though I'm not here today at work. What else have I written? I also have sales activities that are on autopilot so that every single day my business is getting sales for me. Even though I can't show up for it today, I'm sure when the internet returns, I will have made sales. And I'm so sure of this because of the automations that I've set up. So these include workflows. So, I've got lead magnets, obviously. So they're the free things that I give away or the low ticket things that I sell, $7, $9, $14, things like that. And then people come into my world and they go into workflow with me, which simply means they get a series of emails from me. And they're sales emails, and people will buy whatever it is I'm selling in those sales emails. Now, those emails go out every single day, so I make sales from them every single day. So this is happening for me even though I'm not showing up in the business. The other thing that's happening for me with my sales is I still have stories on Instagram that I posted last night. Now they last for 24 hours and they've got links in them to, guess what, things I'm selling. Okay, I've also got my link in my bio set to go to the checkout of the thing that I'm selling at the moment, which is PP101. What else have I got? Oh, I've got Etsy. So Etsy happens on autopilot for me because I know what I'm doing when it comes to hashtags and, making the pretty mock-ups and using the words and writing the descriptions. So I know tomorrow I'm probably going to have made more sales on Etsy. So there's all things like that happening all the time. Also, when people purchase from me, often, not all the time, but often I include things like an order bump or an upsell. So I know that today, while I'm not in my business, if people still find something of mine that they want to buy and they click a link, they're going to go to my sales page. And I know that on average, about 20% will actually buy off my sales pages, which is really good because normally I think the average is about 5%. But I've got amazing templates as well that I use. So I can't take full credit for my success with those. But once those people purchase something from me, they're probably going to get the order bump. I know about 30% of people tick the box that they want the little extra thing that I'm selling on that page. And then once they buy those things, they're then going to get an opportunity to access like a one-time offer or something like that that's not available anywhere else, which for example might be Private Practice 101, which is the next tier of membership for PP 101. It's never open. It's never for sale. It doesn't have a sales page. The only way you can get into it is through the back door of PP 101. So I've got that system in place that's working for me as well. The other system that I've got that's working for me, though it's not sales, it is income producing, is my memberships. So I know when the internet comes back and I can access all my different accounts like Stripe and PayPal and my bank account, I know that there's going to be little drops in the bucket, in all of those buckets actually, from all the different memberships. So even though I'm not able to show up for my business today, the business is still showing up for me. There's still money coming in most hours, whether it's $7, $9, $36, $24, $97, $231. There's money coming in, okay, without me being present because of the way I've set my business up. The other thing that's happening for me is my visibility isn't really being affected because I schedule posts. I schedule posts regularly, and people can find all of my stuff online very, very easily. The other thing that is working for me as well is, what was I just going to say? Having the podcast. Because people love to listen to an episode while they're driving or they're on a commute somewhere, and then they'll love to listen to a second one or a third one or flick through and find one that's on a specific topic. And so many times people come into my world and they tell me it's because they've been listening to the podcast. So I really appreciate you so much, but I just want you to understand that this podcast allows me to still connect with my audience, still grow my audience, still make sales. Oh, that's the thunder. One moment. Yeah, sorry, that might happen again. As you know, thunder is pretty random, but yeah. Buddy, good boy. That was really good. Good boy, buddy. Good boy. Okay, so there's some things that I'm doing that really help with visibility. And the other thing that helps me with visibility is I have a beautiful team of affiliates. And those affiliates do things like when they hear that somebody's looking for help with something that I help with, they share an affiliate link, and, you know, that helps bring visibility about my programs, my services, and my offers to people who perhaps have never heard of me before. So those people are, you know, in marketing terms referred to as a cold audience because they don't know who you are. And the other thing that I've got that's really helping with my visibility, even though I can't be present in the business today, is a Facebook banner that's got all my offers and all the ways that I help. And then lastly, of course, I've got the brand new website, which has been totally optimized. I checked it with Google yesterday. No, I checked it with GoDaddy yesterday. And according to the GoDaddy dashboard, compared to other coaches in my industry, so business coaches for health and wellness, my website's performing 90% better, or it's in the, it's 97%, whatever. So I'm really happy with that. And my website converts. So I know that even though I can't be online for my business today, my business is online for me. It is still working for me. It is still growing my audience for me. It is bringing in money for me. It is promoting the business for me. It is helping visibility without me being there. So I was just reflecting on this when, we've got lightning, which means more thunder's coming. Look out, you might hear a bark in a minute. But it just means that, I was sitting in the spa and I was just reflecting. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Good boy, buddy. Good job, good job. Hey, where's Ted? Okay, just going to distract him for 1 second. Oh, it wasn't Ted, it was my shoe. Mwah, I love you. Go and get Ted. Go and get Ted. Good boy. Sorry. Hang on 1 second. There you go. Good boy. Yeah, so wasn't that like a wonderful reflection to have? Is it a reflection though, or is it more a memory, a recognizing, an acknowledging? I don't know. But anyway, I thought, what am I going to talk to everybody about today? And then this happened with not having access to the internet. This has happened before, of course, happened a couple of times last year. But I thought to myself, no, I'm actually fine. And this is what I'm going to talk to everybody about, because I really want you to understand too that you can still have the business working for you and the business supporting you even when you can't be showing up for it. Okay. And this is something that you learn how to do when you're in Private Practice 101, which is why I would love for you to check it out. Okay. So I can record this podcast because I'm just using GarageBand on my Mac, but I can't publish this podcast until the internet comes back. But when the internet comes back, I will include the link to PP101 so that for those of you who want to protect your business and get the business to work for you, rather than you feeling like you're doing all the giving and the business is doing all the taking, right? Let's restore the harmony and get this happening for you. I will show you how to do it. You're going to learn how to do that. But it's the PP101 community that shows you the steps how. Okay, so if that sounds good to you, I would love to see you over there. But yeah, I just want to share that with you because I thought it was so inspiring and I want to show you what's possible for you too. And the reason that I set up all my automations, as you probably already have figured out, is not only to future-proof my business and to protect it, but also because I love time. I love my time and having automations just that I can trust, that I've tested. All those automations, knowing they're in place, just gives me total peace of mind, but it also gives me back my time, which I love so much. Okay, well, I hope that this was a helpful episode. Thank you so much for listening to it. And if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to call me. No, not to call me. Don't hesitate to reach out. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. I hope that you loved this episode as much as I loved putting it together for you. To get more resources to help you in your private practice, head over to Instagram. My handle is @theprivatepracticecoach. And also, if you want more inquiries and referrals for your business, let me know. I have a program called Clients on Demand that opens every quarter, and I can absolutely get you some information for that as well. You are doing an amazing job. Thank you for sharing your gifts with the world. Bye.